And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Swords with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by...
Sick Massey.
Not ready, Massey.
And the Rat of a Red Baron.
Also, due to the impairment in his voice, he will for the evening be known as Marlboro Massey. Please refer to him accordingly.
Marlboro Mass.
That Mass, he's one handsome bastard.
Ow.
He's one sick bastard.
We're here.
Yes,
In
sir.
real life.
We survived another week.
No, some of us.
Well, I mean, you technically survived it. Sorry about that, guys. Millie's just walking through the room singing "Don't Matter" by Akon like it's 2006.
But we average probably, 3 Sick Massey shows a year?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and I show up for them, bitch.
I was not being critical. I was just saying this is very on par for the year.
Kyle, fuck you. It's your fault.
Take that, Kyle.
If you're a jerk.
This is a standard Kyle show, just a reverse.
I'm very nice to you.
That's just objectively not true.
Fuck off, Massey.
Yeah, but Massey's handsome.
Show is stable.
So is Kyle, but still fuck him.
Alright, first of all, you never call me handsome again. I'm a 3 at best.
That's fair.
This is why I said fuck you, Kyle.
That's that self-confidence we love.
Why don't you eat yourself some fucking pastrami sandwiches, Max?
I would love a pastrami sandwich. Do you have any?
No. But there's probably a
Why'd you
local
offer?
deli near you that does.
They're all closed, Kyle. It's 8 o'clock.
They got those fast food delis.
All right,
I
starting
don't have
lineup.
a Krausers near me.
Starting lineups, Kendall.
From the Riddler collection, I'm continuing on with Birksey. I have the peach tea vodka cocktail tonight.
Nice. It's going to be just as bad.
I hope so.
Massey?
I really thought the Krausers thing would get a laugh. I'm drinking...
What flavor Robitussin you got?
I'm drinking a cocktail of NyQuil, Robitussin, and Tums.
Pretty sure you're going to die.
One can only hope.
Well, one's Dayquil and the other one's NyQuil.
You're going to battle it out.
So it's just going to be normal. Souls?
From the water filter, I am drinking water.
Nice. What variant?
7.
6.
What?
5.
4.
You just had another stroke.
3.
2.
1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
And I'm Faber.
I am drinking from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. My first holiday beer of the year, the Victory Merry Monkey.
Is it a Victor?
It's a Belgian style ale with cranberry, orange peel, cinnamon, and nutmeg.
Just by chance, or inspired to have it?
The monkey on the front is a proper-looking, well-dressed monkey drinking what looks to be out of a snifter. It uses Pilsner and roasted malted barley, as well as Cascade and Tettnang hops.
I don't want to watch this in Spanish. I'm not Kyle.
Man, this kid's just going to come after me tonight, huh?
The only thing that's available is ESPN Deportes.
I watch most Monday Night Football games in Spanish.
I don't
Hey,
want
put
to
it on
watch
mute.
this.
You want my Fubo password?
I had a really long argument with somebody today about how Puerto Ricans can't be deported.
Yes, Kyle, I do.
Because this person was like, what if Puerto Ricans get deported? And I'm like, well, that's a U.S. territory, so you can't really deport them. I mean, like it's like deporting a Floridian.
Right, go back to the United States, you bastard.
Yeah. Oh, Kendall, Jalen Waddle, 19-yard catch.
Oh boy, I'm coming back.
Oh, Jalen Waddle out for game.
Damn.
Are either of those true? I can't get the game to start.
The 19-yard catch is true.
That's upsetting.
Is Tua playing?
I just got to the kickoff.
Oh, Odell Beckham Jr., 47-yard catch.
Does me no good.
Launch the game, you fuck.
Oh, Raheem Mostert, 2-yard rushing touchdown.
That's very far. There we go. All right.
This fucking drive went quick.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
They
just
score?
No.
No.
I was just like giving perfectly paused times. I said like Odell Beckham 40-yard catch, and then Raheem Mostert 2-yard rushing touchdown. When in reality, Devon Achane caught a pass for -5 yards.
I don't know if that's true yet. I'll let you know in about 4 seconds.
I got the game up.
According to Score Center, it's very true. So Massey just netted 0.5 points for that play. Toast of excellence, Massey.
Because of this excellence, I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth, but Pat fucking Donovan. Fuck you, Pat, for having Jamar Chase.
All right. Kendall.
Mine is a toast to just how hilarious this was. I normally hate like reporter interactions with the like sports figures, but I don't know if you guys saw after the Cowboy game, and the reporter was asking Jerry Jones about like the sunlight in the stadium, and Jerry Jones, it was like an argument like that turned into like the reporter knew he got him. It was just kind of trolling him, and Jerry Jones got like so mad. He's like, "Well, why don't we just tear down the stadium then?" Pretty hilarious interaction. Give that a search.
That's Jerry. Why don't you just put curtains up? He's like, curtains? Why don't we tear down the whole fucking stadium?
It's just so ridiculous.
I don't know, Jerry. You probably should. Fuck that place.
Kendall or Kyle.
I have a toast of this excellence.
Fire away.
It's to the state of Florida. Between the NFL, the FBS, and the FCS, they are combined 0 for 11 this week in football.
Wow.
Let's hope to make it over 12.
Well, Miami is part of Louisiana, Mass. So
My bad.
It's Miami of Louisiana of
I
Ohio.
was going to say it was part of Cuba, but
he was not part of the United States. It's Miami of Ohio.
how did
Miami?
nobody pay attention to him?
Oh, you're talking about the Odell Beckham 40-yard catch?
Yeah.
Oh man, Jalen Waddle with another huge catch, Kendall. Guys already over 50 yards, Kendall.
Hey, Paul,
Mm.
I'm going to need you to, like, stop being a fucking Nostradamus.
Hey, who's Malik Washington?
I don't know, but that was a 40-yard catch, then followed by, like, a 2-yard rush for a touchdown. So do me a favor,
Correction, it was an 18-yard rush for a touchdown.
Paul.
Did they actually score a touchdown?
Yeah,
Yes.
Malik Washington scored a touchdown.
You guys
Damn,
are ahead of me.
damn NFL making up players.
Yeah.
Paul.
Okay, it's just Jalen Waddle and a Malik Washington
Oh.
jersey.
Kyle, you're actually really far behind because the touchdown already happened. Cooper Kupp just caught a 75-yard touchdown
That would be really cool.
for me.
And
really
me.
bad for you. No, it'd be really bad for you.
Why? I don't care if you
Or if I
win.
beat Ty, then you're still not in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I play you next week.
So you're hoping you're rooting against Cooper Kupp today, Kyle.
Yeah.
I'm
will
rooting
figure
for
it out.
Cooper Kupp because the Rams are back, baby.
Are you gonna beat Ty?
Am I still on the show?
Oh yeah.
Paul.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Paul.
Oh.
Paul.
don't know what happened.
Hello?
Paul?
Hello, Paul.
Can you hear?
Paul?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear
Yes,
you.
I'm waiting for a response from you.
I was talking, but nothing was happening. I think I had like a drop signal or something. Yes.
Can you predict interceptions for the Dolphins and touchdowns for the Rams, please?
I just want Cooper Cup to score all the points.
That's fine. Can you predict no more touchdowns for the Dolphins?
Can I meet you halfway for another friend?
Sure.
Okay. Can I have every drive just be a bunch of 10-yard catches for Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and then Tua throws like interceptions when he's targeting any other receiver,
Can
but
they
no
not score
touchdowns.
touchdowns?
No touchdowns. No touchdowns or field goals. No points at all. Just anytime he
Accepted.
targets Hill or Waddle, they catch it for however many yards. And then, like, if they're at the 1 and they catch it and there's no one around them, big gust of wind knocks them down.
Accepted.
I'm praying for that to happen.
What I'm looking for out of this match is I'm looking for Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill to combine for 32 catches and 297 yards. And no scores at all.
Basically, I need that game, the Dolphins versus Baltimore from like 2 years ago to happen.
Yeah. I'm also looking for Cooper Cup to score me exactly 21.9 points, so I lose to Tyler by 0.1.
That would suck.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of things that suck, the color orange.
You're up.
The color orange. It's a pretty shitty color, but I was tasked with coming up with my top 10 favorite orange food/drinks from the man of many souls.
All right.
I'm that guy.
Kyle, can you tell me who the real video game character is that's the man of many souls?
Is going to remind you of the color orange.
No, it's like a real video game character. He's the man of many souls.
Is the guy from Red Dead Redemption?
No.
Come on.
Now, is Soul Calibur the person or the weapon?
Weapon.
I say, Massey, if you're going to take this way.
Weapon.
I see.
It's not either of those games.
What?
It's a. I'll give you a hint. It's a fighting game.
Is it
based on Netherworlds.
Paul from Tekken?
No, it's Paul from Eminem's album Stan.
Is it You Are Wrong from Tekken?
No, it's Shang Tsung.
From
All
Tekken?
right. So I will give an honorable mention. I've been doing this lately. I'll give an honorable mention and a honorable go fuck yourself. The honorable mention is the orange cheese crackers with the peanut butter in the middle.
Solid pick.
I like those.
Yeah, I mean, that's my honorable mention though, just because I would prefer the regular like Ritz cracker with the peanut butter.
Of course.
Yeah. And then my honorary go fuck yourself is every iteration of Goldfish imaginable.
Paul's a big goldfish hater.
Yeah, there's only one goldfish that's good, and it's the original one that's yellow because they're saltines. They're just fish saltines. They're children oyster crackers.
What's the meme? He's out of line, but he's absolutely right.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming in at number 10 is the mimosa.
Oh.
Then coming in at number 9 is the Harvest Cheddar Sun Chip.
Those are good.
Coming in at number 8 is the tangerine.
Tangerine getting some love.
Yeah, coming in at number 7, we got candied yams.
Didn't see that coming.
Big yam guy over here. Coming in at number 6, we've got carrots.
All right.
What was
Coming
that?
in at carrots.
Thank you. Sorry.
Coming in at number 5, we have orange juice.
Nice.
Coming in at number 4, we have what do we have? We have Cheeto Twists.
Oh, nice.
Those are a discontinued brand of Cheeto, but if we're
R.I.P.
just gonna, yeah, Cheetos in general can just be that spot though. Coming in at number 3, we have peaches. I wasn't sure if that would count. To me, they're orange. They're like a burnt orange.
I think that
They're kind
counts.
of like a burgundy red.
Yeah, well, it's certainly not yellow.
And it's not red.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
pink.
all right. Coming in at number 2, we have the sweet potato fry.
Ooh.
And then coming in at the number 1 slot today, Bob, we got cantaloupe.
Wow.
Right. It's a good pick right there.
Cantaloupe's awesome.
You, sir, have won 8,000 hugs.
Cantaloupe is one of those things that I would eat a lot more of, but every time I've ever gotten one, I don't eat it fast enough and nobody else helps, so it goes bad. And I get sad.
That was a good ranking. Now, are we in agreement that the cheddar sun chip is the greatest sun chip?
No, it's the worst sun chip.
The worst sun chip?
Yeah, for me, worst sun chip.
What is your goat?
It goes harvest cheddar, then original, then the garden salsa, then the French onion.
Ah.
Now, I know I'm in the minority there. French onion would be the worst for probably most everybody else, but the garden
that's not
salsa
my favorite.
slaps. The garden salsa slaps.
That's a good one.
I think they're all good, even the original.
That's what I'm saying.
Do they only have 4 flavors, or are there others?
No, I believe they do have like some like whole like black bean like
Some real make you fart chips.
like a healthier chip. Like made with black beans and whole grains.
And then do you treat the what was your first fruit on the list?
Like the lowest ranked,
Yeah,
the tangerine.
tangerine. Now I know it's different. Totally, I get that. But in this list, are you treating like the clementine like on equal?
You know,
equal
I meant
value?
to say clementine, but I said tangerine.
I mean, they're close.
Well, I'm going to replace tangerine with clementine.
Okay.
And
Did you
I
put
also
the
have
Cheeto in?
an honorable mention for Massey. I'm going to give the kumquat an honorable mention,
Hilarious.
and that's only because in 7th grade he was known as Kumquat Mass.
Massey's is true.
100%.
Did you put the Cheeto in there?
Yeah, the Cheeto was in there. Yep. Oh,
Didn't
son
hear
of a
that.
bitch! Son of a bitch! Oh man, I got to redo my list. Okay, all right. The mimosa's getting a bump.
Damn.
Sorry, Kendall, but it's getting the bump.
That's right. Orange juice made it, which is really important for that
Yeah.
drink.
All right, so let's reorder this. Candied yams are going to go at 10. Clementine's at 9. The Harvest Cheddar Sun Chip at 9. Clementine at 8. Orange juice at 7. Para at 6. Cheeto at 5. Peach at 4. Cheez-Its at 3.
Ah, good call.
Sweet potato fry at 2. Cantaloupe at 1. Forgot about Cheez-Its. Chez-Its. Sorry, Kyle.
Say.
Those are the best. And I'm of the opinion that basically the majority of all the varieties are pretty good. Like I really haven't come across too many like, all right, this is horrible.
When I was
Well,
a kid, I used to really like the white cheddar ones, and as an adult, I don't care for them.
Facts.
The white cheddar ones also leave that film on your fingers.
Yeah. The extra toasty is really good.
You guys like the snack mix?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I would just rather have regular Cheez-Its, though. And I don't really care for all of those, like, puffed ones.
The little styrofoam balls that come in there.
Oh, god damn it, Kyle. It's cheese balls!
Redo the list.
Bitch! All right.
Who's getting bumped?
We're bumping candied yams. We're putting Cheetos at 10. Utz cheese balls at 5.
Hilarious.
Lock it in.
Oh, you forgot orange Gatorade.
I didn't forget that.
Orange
also
Gatorade's
didn't-
okay sometimes.
I also didn't forget orange vitamin water.
That one sucks balls. I can deal with the Gatorade.
I also didn't forget orange soda.
Also balls.
Hey, for the novelty, would you buy like an oil drum full of cheese balls?
An oil, just like a 55-gallon drum
Yeah,
of cheese balls.
yeah.
Um,
Priced accordingly.
I mean, what's the thing? Hold on.
Where are you getting these?
A desk of Cheez-Its?
How long do you think it? First of all, I had no idea that the Utz cheese balls are called an Utz cheese ball barrel, which is just awesome. Okay.
A pallet of cake?
Mary? Where are you getting these units of measurement?
Converted liquid.
I'm interested to see where this pricing is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Ounces to U.S. liquid ounces. Okay, here we go. God damn it, Timu.
Would you look at the bottom?
Timu always gets you. All right, here we go. Value and net weight. Okay. Huh. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Swap units. All right. Okay. All right, so 28 a barrel of cheese balls in ounces of weight, which is 28 ounces, is equivalent to 26.88 of fluid ounces in weight. So, knowing that, now let's see. Ounces to gallon. I think there's what 168, 128. Okay. So now we know some stuff. We know some stuff now, Kendall.
I just love
All
the
right.
process because I'm such an idiot. I would never think to do all this.
All right. So 128 divided by 26.88 equals 4.76. So 4.5 Utz cheese barrels is about the equivalent of a gallon. So now we times that by 55. So you would need about 262 of those cheese barrels
That's so many cheese balls.
at about $6 a piece. So it would cost you around $1,600.
All right, so the novelty.
What if you got coupons?
I mean, yeah, it depends on what the coupons are.
Buy
My
one,
guess
get
is
two free.
buy one get two free. So so I mean then what you're looking at there, Kyle, is you're looking at roughly for $1,600, you're getting about 785 barrels of cheese balls,
What I
otherwise
said.
known as Jeff's parents' kitchen.
So now knowing this price, it sounds like that no one would be on board for the novelty of buying a
So
barrel of cheese balls.
I guess my question is, if you can properly seal it, right? Like you know how you have like the thick, because like if you buy a thing of Utz cheese balls, how many days do you think you get out of it?
Me, like 7.
I mean, like how many days before they start going bad? Not like how long it would take you to finish it.
Probably about a month and a half.
I would say a little. I mean, I feel like you can get some mileage, but I don't know if it's a month. I don't know.
Well, let's say for argument's sake, a month. Do you think you could finish it in a month?
Oh man, that's basically that's the only snack you're eating. That you're just devoting all your time to eating cheese balls.
That's the only thing you're eating.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, basically, that's your diet.
So I said 262 barrels. So if you divide it a 31-day month, you have to consume 8 barrels a day.
Oh my god.
So no. So the answer is no. The answer is now no. Now that I've like the theoretical thing, like, oh, I could eat a lot of cheese balls. 8 barrels, no shot. First of all, let's just take a quick look at the nutritional facts on this bad boy. Here we go. That's cheese balls nutritional facts. Nope. Give me the. There we go. So serving size. Oh, that's if you get them by the bag. Nobody gets them by the bag. You want them by the bucket.
Right. They shouldn't even bother making them in the bag.
All right, here we go. There's about 35 servings per container. So you're looking at so 150 calories times 35 servings times 8. So you're looking at about 42,000 calories.
Phew.
And then 9 times 35 times 8. You're looking at about 2,520 grams of fat.
Yikes.
So, yep.
All right. So knowing the people we are, the next logical question is,
Hold on. It's also 84,000 milligrams of sodium.
oh my God.
Yeah. So, but what I will say, which is pretty cool, is you will get 5.6 times the daily recommended amount of calcium.
And that's a win for me. All right. So the follow-up question is, how many barrels do you think you could eat in a sitting?
One.
In one sitting, like without stopping.
In one sitting.
I think, like, if there was some serious motivation, like some money involved, I think I could do 2. But I mean, I would feel so awful.
Yeah, I know I'm definitely good for 1. I don't know if I can get down the second barrel.
Actually, can I tell you? I don't think I could get down more than 1 because I think it would rip apart your mouth.
Yeah.
I just think the consistency of the cheese ball would destroy your mouth.
When you're really going to town on the barrel of cheese balls, you get to that point where the roof of your mouth just really gets banged up.
I also don't know if you guys do this, but I do this because I'm a child. I like to put like 3 or 4 cheese balls in my mouth at a time and like crunch them down, but only on one side of my mouth. And I keep doing that until like there's like a humongously thick like slab of just crushed cheese. And then I kind of use my tongue to just kind of peel that
Right.
off and
Get
eat
that caked up.
Yeah, basically just a freaking brake pad of cheese.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, hey Kyle.
You.
In a 1 day span, how many Elios pizza squares think you could eat?
Like 12.
So it's like a box, right? It's like isn't there 3, or is there 3? There's like 3 or 4 like slabs in a box, right?
Yeah.
I think it's 4.
And then the slabs are they broken into 3 or 2? I can never remember. I just remember like taking them out and breaking them however they broke and then heating them up.
It's funny. I'm trying. I never buy them, but is it 2?
All right, so let's go for different.
Elio's pizzas come in a 3 to a box, and they're 3, so there's 9 in a box.
Okay.
So you think you could eat a box and then another slab, Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make this a little bit more. All right, how many Celeste cheese pizzas do you think you could eat in a day?
Now you're speaking my language.
20.
20?
Probably
many.
more.
That's so many. Oh my god.
I could probably get to 30.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you're gonna have time when you're taking all those smoke breaks.
Smoke and eat, baby.
And I'm asking, are you folding them over like a taco and just going to town on
Oh
it?
yeah.
Also, Massey, are you smoking yet?
Smoke.
I don't know. I mean, I got myself down for 10.
I could do 30. 24 hours, I could do 30.
Mm-hmm.
104.
I'm almost confident in saying I could do 48, but I'm not going to go that far.
Now, are you doing them in the microwave or doing the oven?
Oh, if I'm gonna be doing this right, I'm gonna be doing them in the oven.
But see, you're sacrificing. So and maybe I'm off base here. I feel like the Celeste pizza, if you're going for volume, you kind of want them more chewy. I feel like in the oven they get too crispy, and then you kind of run into the cheese ball thing where you're kind of like cutting up the roof of your mouth.
You know, Kendall, you raise a fair point.
I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong in this assumption?
No, that's a fair point.
I gotta be honest with you too. I think I'm microwaving them, but only to the point where they're thawed out but kind of cold.
Then you can kind of just rip through them.
Yeah, and then I'm rolling them up and eating them like a Tostitos, like a taquito.
And just cheese, right? We're going or toppings.
I mean, you can go toppings if you want, but you're a psychopath if you do. If you're going for
Taking
volume,
pepperoni.
why are you adding more?
I don't know.
Flavor.
A flavor component.
I guess.
Nothing like a supreme Celeste pizza.
Yeah, I mean, hey, here's the thing. I might need an appendectomy, but at least it tasted different.
Might.
All right, who's ready to hear Kendall give a ridiculous answer to a question and argue with him about how wrong he is?
Yep.
Kyle, you ready for this?
Always.
All right, Kendall, realistically, you have 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.,
Mhm.
any amount of like Tums or water that you want.
Mm-hmm.
How many like standard size jars of like pasta sauce you think you could take down?
Okay.
You can, however you want. You can mix it with pasta. You can just drink it. You can dip mozzarella sticks in it. However you want to consume. But the goal is to consume the jars of pasta sauce. Everything else that you do with it is just other stuff.
All right. Let me preface this by saying that I
can eat a lot of sauce.
I say I could probably eat more Celeste pizzas than aforementioned. Not 30 to 40 as many, but maybe like getting close to the 20 mark in a 24-hour span. So, with that being said,
Well, he only gave you 12 hours.
oh, was it 12?
12 hours for the sauce.
All right, well, still going off my previous point. I think in a 12-hour span, I could probably I'm thinking I can get 10 jars of sauce down.
No fucking shot.
So here's what I'm thinking. So
no fucking
Oh my god.
so what I'm thinking is that
Kendall.
yes, Matt.
No fucking shot.
So what I'm thinking is the first two I go pretty quick. Like I'm just drinking it, just kind of like jar temp, room temp. I'm just going for it.
That is so terrible.
And that's no problem. That way I get to two. I create that base layer.
Kendall.
That base layer is very important.
Kendall,
Yes, Mass.
I don't want you to talk about this anymore. I want a yes or no to this.
Okay.
I will buy you 10 jars of sauce, and if you finish it, I will give you $50.
That is not
Kendall,
really
just-
worth it.
Kendall, just for a quick reference, 10 jars of like, I'm thinking of like Bertolli sauce. That's like a standard sauce.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's
I will give you.
That is 2 gallons of sauce.
I will give you $50 if you do this,
I think.
And buy the sauce.
and buy the sauce.
Could
I'll
it be-
chip in.
Could it be like $100? Because I mean, the heartburn.
Well,
is
I would say, I'll chip in. I'll split the cost of the pasta sauce with Massey, and we'll each give you 50 if you win.
All right.
I'll even put 25.
All right, Kyle. Couldn't even give me $50.
Well, here, Kyle.
Kendall.
He's only giving you 25 because he's not chipping in on the sauce.
Kendall, does it make a difference if I tell you I will give you $50 and buy the sauce, but if you lose, you don't have to pay back? It's like a no-lose situation for you.
All right. Well,
Other than that's proving that you can't do it.
I also think though that if you throw up, you lose.
that's fair. Now, can there be like a reasonable clause? What I mean by that is
Reasonable clause.
the reasonable clause being finish to the
Fantastic.
best of my ability each jar, but like without like pouring in a liquid to make sure the jar is see-through clean, just as clean as possible without
All right,
doing that.
I'll give you this. You finish a jar, you tip it upside down with the cap on, and then whatever like filters itself to the bottom, you have to finish that too.
Okay, so like whatever like items that stick to the jar that don't make it down, don't worry about it.
Correct.
Well, I think the move is. I think you just have. I think one of us is just on like jar scrape duty. Like one of us just uses a little spatula to pull out as much sauce as we can.
We can also do that.
I also think since we're giving him a stipulation, can we have a stipulation, Massey?
Depends, but possibly.
I don't want him to have. I want it to be 10 jars, but I don't want him to have 10 jars. I want to put 10 jars in a bowl. Like I want him to have a 2-gallon bowl of sauce that he's got to work with.
Just a visual mind game.
Because here's the thing, I don't want him to have the thing in his mind of like, okay, I did 2 jars. Like I want him to try to imagine like I want him to take a spoon and just eat 2 jars worth, like thinking what it might be. Want to see him suffer.
That's totally fine.
Also, we're just going straight marinara, right?
Yeah.
I can only do 2.
I somehow believe that less than Kyle's 10. Or Kendall's 10. Just because I know how much you hate Italian food.
Now, Kyle will tell you this. Obviously not the same thing, and this was not under a time limit. But there's one time I went to, his mom's house for football, and I ate a lot of pasta in kind of a short amount of time. Like a considerable amount of pasta. I don't know. Do you remember that, Kyle?
But I think the putting the food thing with it like makes it a totally different thing.
I know. I agree. I was just kind of throwing that out there for my own clout. That doesn't matter.
My own clout.
Fuck you, Ron Tolbert.
In conclusion, the pasta sauce. F you, Ron Tolbert.
I hope he dies in a plane crash tonight.
Oof.
Whoa.
But just him. Nobody else on the plane dies.
All right.
They're all just sitting there like, man, what shit luck.
Well, you shouldn't have been a shit human.
It's fair.
Favor.
I'm
Nothing's
sure.
even out there, you dumb dog.
Hey, Kyle. Kyle.
Yo. Yo.
All right. I got a food thing for you now.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
How many? And then Kyle or Kendall and Massey, you guys can call bullshit if you'd like.
Okay.
Kyle, how many Uncrustables do you think you could eat in a 8 hour or 12-hour span? 8 to 8.
Any,
you can mix and match any flavors you want.
24.
24 in 8 hours.
That's pretty good. Three an hour. I think that's doable.
I'm trying to poke holes in it.
Matthew Stafford.
What'd you say, Kyle?
I said, fuck Matt Stafford.
I told you, Kyle. I told you not to play him.
Well, it was better than the other options I had. An IR guy or Aaron Rodgers.
I offered you Kirk Cousins or Jared Goff.
Sorry, if you can't get 13 points, there's something wrong.
He probably won't tonight, Kyle. Paul, what have I been saying all week?
That Marlboros are really smooth going down.
What's the other thing I've been saying all week?
That like
Paul.
Stuart's horn is
Paul.
like a sock full of soccer balls.
Oh,
Yes.
what have I been saying all week?
Give me Saquon Barkley.
I will kick you if you don't give the right answer the next time.
The Rams never play well against Miami,
And
that they don't beat Miami.
okay, good enough.
Go the first quarter.
And that the 49ers suck.
That too.
And that Kyle actually gave an honest, real answer about the Uncrustables, and that's what I appreciate about him.
Is that what you appreciate about him?
Oh, hey, Ground.
Take about 32% off over there.
All right, Massey, we're up to you now.
8 hours.
No, not Uncrustables. New item.
Oh, okay.
I will say,
New
though,
item.
that the Uncrustables is a more pleasant option than the pasta sauce one.
Yeah, but you're also a more disgusting human being than Kyle.
Fair enough.
When
He's
it comes
right,
to When it comes to food things, it is.
All right, fair.
I watched Kendall drink. I watched Kendall take beer cheese and put it and mix it with a beer yesterday and drink it.
I watched Kyle eat cold ravioli out of a can.
Kyle ate cold clam chowder out of a can that same night.
That's what I meant.
In the basement, which is hilarious.
That's more disgusting.
Yeah, it's not more disgusting though than putting beer cheese in your beer and then having a nice separation of fat, oil, and beer, and then just chugging it.
Or just
I
using
don't
your
know.
fucking fingers to eat sour cream and onion dip.
Yeah, I've seen Kendall do that too. Fucking pig.
I've done that.
I liked the beer cheese beer.
No, you
Not the
didn't.
way that this human did it.
All right,
Kendall,
look,
shut up.
Kendall,
Yes.
Kyle, call bullshit on Mass if you think he's lying.
What did he say?
I didn't answer him yet. Mass,
Yo.
from 8 to 8, how many supreme hard shell tacos from Taco Bell do you think you could eat?
Oh, in 8 hours?
Yeah, obviously, like they're just like they're like this is a situation where they're just like magically appearing. Like you don't have to keep going to Taco Bell to get them, or you're not going to Taco Bell and buying 100 of them and then eating cold tacos.
Oh, so they're nice and warm as I eat them?
Yeah, whatever temp you want.
And they don't get that bottom sogginess that happens as time goes on.
Yeah,
And they're Sodden Bottom Boys.
it's Kendall's favorite Queen song.
Oof.
I have a feeling we're going to hear something in the 100 range right now.
No. God, no.
Could you imagine 100 tacos?
I'm trying to.
I'm
trying
gonna say you said
calculations
63.
based off of-
I tell you what, though, that tacos is the one thing I think Kyle stands a chance at beating all of us in eating. I'm not saying he would beat us. He would beat me, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen Kyle take down about 24 tacos in less than 20 minutes.
From Taco Bell?
Well,
my
I mean,
dad's
just
kitchen.
like homemade tacos, but it's the same like concept. Like like he's probably putting more meat in each taco than Taco Bell's giving you, and he's doing shredded cheese, lettuce, and then the sauce.
In 8 hours, I'm probably doing somewhere around 60.
Oh my god!
It's so... Wait, so what's the breakdown on that?
The breakdown. If he's doing 60, if he's doing 60, that's like between 7 and 8 an hour.
Oh my god.
That's ridiculous. It's like a taco every 7 minutes.
Could you imagine that? Like, all right, here's another one.
I wouldn't be happy. But I
That's
could do
wild.
it.
I wonder, I mean, every like body has its limit. I wonder at what point is like the rejection for any of these like scenarios, like the the Uncrustables, the tacos, the pasta sauce. Like, at what point is like the all right, body is not ingesting this any longer?
I don't know.
Probably about 60 or 70 tacos for me.
Or if it's just mental, you just power through it.
It's like the episode of The Simpsons in hell where it's like there's just a bunch of donuts we're gonna keep force feeding you.
All right,
And-
Paul.
More.
From 8 to 8. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
How many glizzies can you get down?
Oh.
I get a
do, I
better
get,
one for him.
do I get to pick the glizzy?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and then is it just the hot dog, or are we talking bun as well?
Bun as well.
Bun as well.
But dry.
Similar.
Man, I can't wait to go to the Patriots next week and lose.
I honestly I can't imagine that I'd be able to do more than 20. Because like I think I could do 2 an hour. I don't know if I could consistently do 3 an hour for 8 hours. It's just too much bread.
All right. How about this?
Plus, hot dogs
1
are
hour
tough.
on with bread, 1 hour off with bread.
Well, the other, I was just gonna say too. The other problem with hot dogs too is like it's just such a highly processed food that like you kind of would just hit a wall at some point of like
Well, I
a
think you got
nitrate
some
wall.
of
If I can go on and off though. I think on 1 hour on, 1 hour off. I think I could do 2 bread, 4 no bread for that duration of time.
And you get only honey mustard as your sauce.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll dip the non-bun dogs in the honey mustard and go bun dogs naked.
Now, does he get a beverage?
Yes, only Malort.
Oh my
Dr.
god!
Pepper.
Okay, so no beverage.
Could you imagine a Malort hot dog burp?
Oof. I'm also going Nathan's hot dogs.
Good choice.
Nathan's hot dogs are good, except at Nathan's.
I'm also not cooking the hot dogs. We're going raw. Just cold right out of the package. I want that film of water on them.
Oh man.
All right, Mass.
I hate everything about that.
What was yours, Mass? You said you had a better one.
For you specifically, I was going to say 8 hours. How many gallons of milk do you think you drink?
I mean, definitely no more than 1. That's false. I'm old. I mean, am I home?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I could get 2 down. I would be in a lot of pain though.
Could you keep 2 down?
Oh yeah, that's not a problem.
What's your strategy?
For the milk?
Yeah.
Just consistency.
Just doing glass, take a break, glass.
Yeah, I would get. I think I would get like a standard pint glass, a 16-ounce glass,
And just sip it throughout the day.
and I would just try to average 2 of those an hour. 2 of those an hour would take 4 hours to do a gallon. I think I could do 2 of those. Like I said, I think I could keep it down. I just think my stomach would hurt real bad.
Kyle,
Yeah,
who's the Dolphins' defensive coordinator?
I have no idea.
Well, tonight it's the Rams' offensive coordinator.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Thanks, John McVay.
Why
I
do
feel
you
like
ask?
it's somebody I know. Like,
Oh, it's Mock.
Can you imagine?
no, we'd score a lot more points.
All areas.
Brock would just do all out blitzes.
Oh yeah, him and Jeff would just be engage 8 every chance they could.
I got you, Master. It's Anthony Weaver.
Not who I thought it was.
You guys catch that game last night?
Yes.
Pretty wild how bad Goff was. Then he wasn't bad.
Yeah. It's my boy.
Dude threw 5 picks, but really lit up the stat sheet when it mattered.
It's my boy. Hey, did you guys see that last night? There was a bunch of people on a plane, and right as who's their kicker? I don't remember his name. But right as he's lining up to go kick, she comes across the PA, and the entire plane goes, "Ah, ah," and she hops off the PA.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's so funny.
It's something Bates, right?
I think it's some kid out of the UFL. Hey, look, it's Bach.
Is it?
Well, the Dolphins just ran a blitz.
Oh.
How many defensive coordinators do you think we could all name right now?
12.
Sorry, I'll be right back. I was just given the notion I have to swap beds.
What?
Oh, the old bed swap.
Get a drive going. This defense is trash.
Massey probably stands the best chance. There was a period of time in my life that I could do all that stuff, but I just can't maintain the knowledge like I used to. Just burnt my brain.
All right, I'm gonna try and. I'm gonna try and do this. So let's see. Should I go team by team?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Bills, I have no idea.
Wait, I'm back.
Dolphins, Anthony Weaver.
Wait, I'm back. And I had a
Patriots.
pen.
What?
I'm back, and I had a thing, but I forgot what it was. Real quick,
All right.
what were we talking about before?
I'm trying to name all the defensive coordinators in the NFL.
No. Like when I exited.
I don't remember.
Mock being a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, but it wasn't about Mock. Oh no, I wanted to talk about did you guys see the thing with Kevin Durant? Forgot about that first. Oh, so funny. Kyle, did you see this?
No.
So apparently, like LeBron heard a fan in the crowd scream, like, "I put a parlay on you. I need one more rebound." So he went up and got a rebound. And he was like, like, oh, like I do it for the people, whatever. And people were like commenting on how like KD would never do something like that for someone. And KD put like the first thing he put in the chat was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't fuck with y'all like that." This other person put, "What? You have no game off court, you slender ass looking man. I'm gonna throw your KD Christmases in the lake." And he goes, "Already spent the money. Thanks, man."
I love KD.
He's a national treasure. He really is.
Oh, yeah.
Just going on Twitter and just being like, "Yeah, I don't fuck with y'all like that."
I want to see if I can do this.
He's my hero.
All right. So Bill's no idea.
Isn't Buffalo Leslie Frazier?
No, Leslie Frazier got fired.
Okay, well, there goes that.
Miami Dolphins is Anthony Weaver. Thank you, Kyle. New England Patriots is DeMarcus Covington. New York Jets is Jeff Ulbrich.
Ooh.
/ head coach.
Ravens is Zach something. Bengals is Lou Anarumo. Cleveland is Jim Schwartz. Steelers.
Tyrell Austin.
Thank you. Texans don't know. Colts is Gus Bradley. Jaguars don't know. Titans is Bernard Wilson. Broncos is Vance Joseph. Kansas City is Steve Spagnuolo. Raiders I don't know. And Chargers I want to say is Jesse Minter.
Jesse Winker?
Minter. He was the Michigan DC. I think he came with Harborough.
Also, Paul, you see that Luke Getzey got fired?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to go through the NFC now. Kendall, have you been keeping track?
No.
I'll go back to the list and see who I got. Dallas Cowboys is Mike Zimmer. Giants, I don't know. Eagles is Vic Fangio. Washington Commanders, I don't know. Bears
hold
is
on.
Washington.
I might know Washington.
Yeah, this is me, not you.
Hey,
Yeah,
I have
but
a question.
you.
I have a question though. When you have a team,
Hold on.
well, I have a question about what you're doing.
All right.
Does a team who had where the offensive coach calls the plays, do they still have a coordinator?
Yes.
Okay, so they're
Like-
basically you just have a job doing nothing.
Yeah, you're just in quality control. Oh, they're going to call flag on that interception, aren't they? Hold on 1 second. I got to see this call so I can be mad at Ron Tolbert.
Did they actually call something?
There's a flag on the field.
Oh, it's Holden. On the Dolphins.
But yeah,
Hold on. There's a call, and Ron Tolbert's just waiting to fuck us because I know he is. We're gonna bend over without the lube.
Mass, I'm gonna get you a Ron Tolbert jersey.
One of the weirdest things about being an adult is having a favorite stovetop burner, and nobody talks about it.
Fuck you, Ron Tolbert. Chicago Bears is Eric Washington. Detroit Lions is Aaron Glenn. Green Bay Packers is Jeff Hafley. Vikings is Brian Flores. Falcons is Jimmy Lake. Panthers is Ejiro Evero. Saints, I don't know. Bucks is Todd Bowles. Cardinals is Nick Rallis. Ours is Chris Shula. San Francisco is Nick Sorensen. And Seahawks is, I don't remember.
Hey, better than I would have done.
Yeah.
Well, then I got to go back and count how many I did.
I mean, on a side note, While you're doing that, on a side note, while you're doing that, oh man, Tua took a knee to the head.
Fuck him.
On a side note, though, while you're going over that, there's a thing here that says rethink your weekend. Fried food and beer is 1,500 calories, whereas a garden salad and hard liquor is only 700. First comment. First comment. If you're drinking hard liquor and eating a salad, you're a different kind of wrong.
I fucking hate this game. I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.
Hey, you did really well in the defensive coordinator thing. Oh, and he's gone.
I'm here.
Hey, and I appreciate that.
I might lose to Vinny.
Oh, I'm going to lose to Tyler. I needed 22 points from Cooper Kupp, and I don't think he's even been targeted yet.
I need 12.
I don't know how many I need, but I'm just kind of hoping I wake up happy.
There you go. Did you guys see what the Golden State Warriors are doing for Steph's first game back?
I did not.
Kyle, did you?
No.
So when one of the Warriors parades, Clay was seen wearing like a captain's hat on the parade boats, and so they're giving away 38,000 captain's hats to all the fans. It's pretty cool.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about this weekend. It's amazing you brought this up. We're in agreement that Massey would look best in a captain's hat, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
You just, you just have the look.
Yeah.
24, by the way.
What's that?
24.
That's pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Fuck this game.
It's not the guy working for Motorola once.
Fuck you, Paul.
Thanks. Yo, that's wild.
What's that?
Kyle, you ready for this? The Denver Nuggets roster at this moment in time is responsible for over 10% of the NBA's entire history of triple doubles.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking wild. We got to get Jason Kidd on that team.
At least coaching them.
That's fucking bananas to think about, though.
What? Say that again. So
in NBA history, of all of the triple doubles that have ever been recorded since that stat has become a thing, since of all the triple doubles in history, 10% of them are currently on the roster.
Wow.
Russell Westbrook has 199 career triple doubles, and Nikola Jokic has 135. And then Aaron Gordon has 2.
That's pretty insane.
Aaron Gordon.
I love Aaron Gordon. I thought him going to that team, like that was what he needed, because like he's not a superstar. He's a really good role player.
God, this defense is so good, and this offense does not deserve them. No, this defense is so good, and they don't deserve this offense. That's what I'm.
There's time, Madison.
No, fuck this offense.
Chicago.
I've been saying that for 5 years now.
Chicago sucks, and it deserves all 5 of its sports teams.
God, Jared Verse is so good.
Yeah, but you know who's really, really good?
Jared Verse.
Literally anybody playing against the Bears.
We lost against the Bears.
That's because you didn't have your 2 best players.
Well, I'll tell you what, it doesn't really fucking matter because our offense has been absolute garbage.
No, it matters.
Oh, real quick, just because I'm thinking, before we went on, Kyle and I were talking, would you be behind if Puka Nacua just did this thing where he just fought somebody every week and got thrown out?
Would I be what?
Like,
I
it
mean,
just
Massey's for sure not in on that, but I am.
just like every week he just fights somebody and gets thrown out of the game.
No, because at some point the league would. I can't.
I tell you what, though.
At some point, he's going to get suspended by the league instead of being allowed to play.
I mean, here's the thing. I'll tell you this. That might be an all-time great, but nothing is better than all the memes right now of
Nick Bosa.
no, all the memes of just how George Pickens just becomes a WWE wrestler anytime someone throws a pick.
Yeah, that is
was
very
just-
funny.
It was just so funny. Fucking Russell Wilson throws a pick, and this guy just fucking starts suplexing somebody nowhere near him.
He's like 15 yards away from the play, throws the guy to the ground.
Why are you barking?
No, I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers. I'm just saying Cooper Kupp would have caught that. And I would like Cooper Kupp to just catch something.
You're talking Tutu Atwell right now.
I don't even care if I lose at this point, to be honest with you. I don't want to take a donut from Cooper Kupp.
You very well might.
He has 2 catches, doesn't he?
I don't think he has any catches, does he?
Yes,
Two.
No, he does. All right. All right. You better fucking watch yourself, Ty. I got 3 points.
You're so cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're a dog.
Hey, can we talk about players that like we're really happy are in certain situations? Like you feel like the narrative about them has completely changed ever since they joined this team.
Sure, what do you got in mind?
So like my the biggest example for me from an NBA standpoint is that I feel like the villain that is Kyrie Irving has been erased ever since he's become a Dallas Maverick. And I feel like fans like root for him now. Like I feel like the league as a fan base is happy for him and like appreciates him again like they did in Cleveland. I think he became a villain. Like I know there's a lot of shit and stuff like that, but I feel like he was a villain in Boston, and he was a villain in Brooklyn, and then the whole thing with like the vaccine and not wanting to, he didn't believe in getting the vaccine and this and that and whatever. But like now that he's like in Dallas, people are back for him, and I like it because he's really not a bad guy if you really look at like what he does off the court and where he spends his money and his time and like what he does with youth camps and supporting like disabled people and homeless shelters and food banks. So that's like an example like that.
Yeah. Quick question about him though. Is it partly because I don't know this. Is he like talking less these days? Is he not like jumping on social
That's
media?
the only reason. Yes.
Well, which is fine. I didn't know if what was like the correlating factors because I feel like I haven't heard about him in a long time.
Well, the media is off of him. Wow.
Right, which I don't really blame him for talking because when he was in Brooklyn, that was like the media was all over him because this was supposed to be like a huge 3 that was going to change the routing of the NBA with KD, Harden, and Kyrie, and it didn't work out and this and that and and I think that the whole vaccination thing like really put a villain look on him because like the NBA, and all these other big media things were all about like this and that, and how Kyrie couldn't play in certain games because he wasn't vaccinated, and this and that, and it's just, but like he's a good guy, and I'm glad he's getting his flowers again.
Oh, another cup catch.
Just stop throwing it to Puka at all.
At this point, yeah.
Don't throw the ball to Puka. Just let Puka start fighting people.
At this point, yeah.
The role he was born to play.
Oh man.
Are there any other players that you guys can think of in those like types of situations?
I'm trying to think of somebody right now.
Hold on. Somebody substituted out Puka. That's not Puka out there. That's Roman Reigns now.
I mean, I feel like,
Wilson.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
can see that.
I feel like I feel like it wouldn't have been that case if Russell Wilson had gotten the starting job at the beginning of the season. You know what I mean? Like I
He
feel
went to a
like
coach that fucking hated him.
yeah, but I mean, but again, just like the Kyrie Irving thing, Russell Wilson also was reported a humongous diva in the locker room and wanted his own office and whatever. But I can agree with that. Another football one I think too is when Odell was on the Rams.
Yeah.
I think that like the diva narrative. There was like there was the diva narrative at the end of his Giants tenure, and then there was the oh he's washed up narrative because he couldn't stop being hurt in Cleveland, and then he went to the Rams and kind of like looked like the Odell of old until Matt Stafford hurt him.
It fucking what? Excuse me?
Matt Stafford hurt him. If he hit him in stride in that Super Bowl, Odell would have never got hurt.
It was all part of his racist narrative.
I'm trying to think of who another one would be.
Lock it the fuck in 9.
For the record, Mass, I said that to you before, and you said that you agreed with it. So I don't really understand the hatred right now.
This team is pissing me off.
I'm trying to think.
I don't care about your narrative.
Massey, the uncontrolled power he has of Discord.
He is Discord Arceus.
In fairness, I did offer to give that power to everybody. Paul told me no.
No, because you're Arceus and I'm just a Bidoof.
Huh.
I'm Cheryl.
No, you're shit, Tyler.
I want you to be nice to me.
See, I wanted to throw this out. I mean, retired player now, but I just feel like this.
Paul.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kim. I'll finish your thought.
Well, no, I was just gonna. Is there still like the equal amount of hatred for Michael Vick these days, or is that kind of gone away?
It's gone by the wayside. I feel like
That's gone by the wayside, but I think that one's different because Michael Vick. I think the more like the sympathy and like the flowers for him is more so because he went and did his time. It wasn't like he was like he. It's not like the league brushed it under the rug and he just missed a year. Like he was gone for a significant amount of time. Like he went to jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like so. Like I think that is like a little bit more.
Just what we call quote egregious.
Well, I just think it's a little different. You know what I mean? Like it's not somebody like people didn't hate him in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Then,
Hey, do you think he had a Paul Crew moment?
Yeah, exactly. He had a Paul Crew moment. He banged Courtney Cox, went to jail.
Played against the Warden squad.
Do you think they kind of did that off script?
Paul.
Maybe. Yes.
Kendall's definitely a giraffe rig, right?
I beg your pardon. I'm Onyx always.
I feel like he's more of a Wobbuffet.
No, he's definitely giraffe rig over a Wobbuffet.
But see, he doesn't have that much red hair anymore. So like the giraffe thing, I don't know. I never understood just calling him a giraffe because he's tall.
That's not why I'm calling him giraffe rig.
I don't think he's a giraffe rig.
Tom Brady definitely held that role for a while until he went to Tampa.
James Ellsworth.
And then Tom Brady really let his hair down once he was in Tampa, and everybody suddenly loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Kyle, James Ellsworth is just VJ, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, Tom Brady fits that narrative for sure. I'm trying to think of some other NBA players that kind of fit that bill, Kyle.
Better situation. Let's see.
Not necessarily better situation, like a player that was just kind of like, like perceived as like this thing, like a negative had a negative personification about them, and then it kind of like went away when they like went somewhere else, and like but with still some relevancy to them. You know what I mean? Not somebody who like went and like just sat on a bench for the next 4 years, and everybody was like, "Yeah, this guy." Trying to think of who could fit that narrative in the NBA.
I know Ben Simmons is the opposite.
Ben
Yeah.
Simmons is the opposite of that. Joel Embiid is also the opposite of that. People are just not liking him more and more now.
I feel like we're a few years away from that being a John Moran thing.
I think people already don't care about it.
Yeah, the John Moran thing, I think it's. I don't think anybody really ever cared about it, like type of thing. Like I don't think anybody disliked John Moran. I just don't think they couldn't understand why he couldn't just stop being a fucking idiot.
Not Trae Young.
Well, Trae Young, but that's the thing. Trae Young hasn't left anywhere. Like I'm talking about, like leaving.
Yeah, but I think we're a couple years away from Trae Young being a thing.
I think Trae Young is just one of those people that I think because one thing about the NBA is when you're a young player, you're either immediately loved or you're immediately despised.
What about
And
Jimmy
then-
Butler?
No,
They-
because he was never like hated.
No, yeah, Jimmy Butler's always kind of just been the same. If anything, he's just become more loved the more places he's gone. Like he was never like disliked. It's just like when he was in Chicago, his personality was just like a little bit muted because he still was like
in Milwaukee.
he was never
Or
in Milwaukee.
Minnesota.
I don't think the fans ever disliked him in Minnesota. I think the fans loved him because he was holding the team accountable.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like he was fed up with players like Karl Anthony Towns, like being this elite talent that was playing like a soft little bitch.
I know
I can tell you,
Philadelphia loved him.
I can tell you another player that went the opposite direction, Anthony Davis.
Yep.
I think KD's kind of fitting that narrative a little bit in Phoenix. I think people are starting to like a lot of people really started hating him after the whole abandoning Golden State. Oklahoma City thing, and then leaving Golden State to try to do this experiment. And like I feel like now that he's like landed in Phoenix, I feel like he's kind of getting his flowers back. I tell you, Mike McDaniel just looks more and more like he's cracked out of his mind every week.
You look great. I love everything about it.
I'm a big fan of his.
I can't stand him.
Really?
Yeah.
Kobe Turner just dropped his full body weight onto Tua's head. Up, Tua's gonna die.
He just looks so terrible. He looks so bad.
He
Kyle,
looks like Austin Theory's tag team partner.
So funny.
What about baseball players?
I would say, Kyle, can you think of any baseball players that really fit that narrative?
Alex Rodriguez.
No, he was hated everywhere he went.
Utley.
And
Hold on, I gotta take a few. Give me a second.
baseball's kind of tough too, though, just because of how localized baseball is versus how national the other two sports are. Like in baseball, there's just like if you're not a superstar, like you don't really like know a lot about a lot of other players. Like the Kyle's the exception, the baseball nut. Like Kendall a little bit. He's watched a lot more baseball than like most of us have, but like like I couldn't tell you who's playing third base for the Angels. You know what I mean? Like
Luis Rengifo. Hunter Strickland fits the bill. He's a relief pitcher who was hated by a lot, and then he went to the Angels, and he was nothing but great inside the clubhouse.
I got a better name for you. Trevor Bauer.
That guy's just hated all the time.
And now everybody feels so bad for him and wants him back in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Everybody except for the 30 MLB owners.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Well, it's not because of his attitude. Like, it's not because of that. It's like the dude, threw a temper tantrum, threw the baseball over the fence.
Yep.
Big ego. People don't want him videotaping.
Oh yeah, no, he's got a big thing. Like he was that was a big thing with him that free agency year where he was like, I did my own research and I do better when I go every fourth day. So if you're going to start me every 5 days, I'm not signing with you.
Mm-hmm.
And like when the team would take like BP and do warm ups, he would sit in the stands by himself.
Yeah.
And I totally get it. But he also he got a bad rap because of that whole misconduct thing that turned out to be nothing.
Kyle, would you agree? And someone who I, definitely misunderstood for a long time, Zach Greinke.
That guy.
Oh, is Zach Greinke the one that you would sit by himself?
I think he's a weird fucking guy.
Yeah, so
I think Zach Greinke's the guy who would sit by himself during like warm ups and BP.
yeah, he's just a really interesting guy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a whole video about him.
yeah,
Yeah.
I always kind of like until watching that video, I just thought he was like this prick. But I don't. You kind of like learn about a lot about him.
So he had like a lot of mental health problems, and like
It's just I don't know. It's just like baseball is
socially
it for him.
awkward. That's why he never went to a high market team, or like signed with a high market team.
Yeah.
Why he never went to the Yankees or the Red Sox or anywhere on the East Coast. That's why he loved Kansas City. Nobody fucking talked to him there.
Yeah.
It would be pretty cool.
What's that?
What?
Nice 2-minute drive that ends in a touchdown.
They'd be pretty sick, Matt. It'd be pretty sick. I agree.
Be pretty cool.
Cooper Cup touchdown.
Yep.
I'm all right with it.
Rushing.
No.
Just, everybody's on board for it. Just wanted to throw that out there. Because it doesn't change Massey's feeling.
Nope.
Just fucking throw it to DeMarcus Robinson. He'll be open for a touchdown.
Hey, Kyle, how about you just fuck off right there?
How about you
Marcus
eat
Robinson-
some disco fries, bud?
Those are pretty good, so okay.
Disco fries.
Fries
What?
covered in gravy.
It's basically poutine.
Oh, I like poutine.
Upset
What's the
stomach
difference?
diarrhea.
What's the difference?
Between what?
Disco fries and poutine.
Disco fries are American.
Do they both have gravy and cheese curds?
Yeah, gravy, cheese curds, and green onions.
Quite tasty.
Yeah, I'm pretty in on that.
It'd be 2 fucking touchdowns, Stafford. Why is this so hard for you?
Kyle, I told you not to start him.
Yeah. So
I didn't have a choice.
Mass, the difference is really just that disco fries is like melted mozzarella, not cheese curds.
Oh,
It's still fucking good.
poutine is better.
Okay, but if you went to a place and they didn't have poutine and they had disco fries, you wouldn't say no to disco fries.
You're not wrong.
All right, then. So why don't you put that in your Kyron Williams pipe and smoke it?
Oh,
Because he only has 2 points.
I don't care about that. I care about the Rams getting the dub.
Me too.
You ever
We
just
only have a
have this?
minute left and we're not even across half field yet.
You ever have this feeling that Cooper Kupp is just not getting targeted enough?
You ever have this feeling that we're not going to make it to the end zone because we're not calling timeouts or going out of bounds or anything?
Hey, if Puka Nacua shaved his head like this week, like next week, you think there's a pretty good chance that like Matt Stafford just wouldn't target him because he didn't know it was him, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I saw this thing one time that made me laugh. I forget what quarterback it was, but it was like an all-time like good quarterback, like maybe not great, but like a good one. You remember talking about? He was like, he was saying something. He's like, I have no idea what numbers my receivers wear. He's like, no fucking clue.
Philip
Pretty
Rivers.
funny.
He goes, I could tell who they were by how they cut out of routes. And he goes, there'd be times when I'd see a receiver cut out of a route, and I'd be like, I'm not throwing it to him. I don't care if he's open.
That's definitely Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers is like a douchebag, right? Like you just get the idea that he's a douche.
Yeah. Get out of bounds, idiot.
The dude can make kids.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
at
he
it.
can.
I do like those trash talking videos of him.
Won the ball 18 times. He has 69 yards. That's some Kenny Pickett shit.
Great sentence. I actually thought that was very funny.
Guys, good news. My chances from beating Pat went up from 1% to 2%.
Hey,
If it makes you feel any
I
better,
mean,
It doesn't.
it's not hard when they just keep feeding the ball to everybody not named Cooper Cup.
Mousy, if you'd like, you could lose 10 straight fantasy games. That's pretty cool.
Kendall, you could go. Man, if you weren't the head of the show right now, like actually in charge of recording, you would have been kicked.
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
the Bears are basically
And by our chances, there it goes.
the Bears are basically guaranteed to lose 11 straight games this season.
Call a timeout, you dumb fucks.
Massey, how do you feel about the Nintendo 64 coming back out in 4K?
Be pretty cool. I tell you what, I'm on board for that.
No, it's happening.
I don't believe you.
Okay, I mean I've been seeing it all day everywhere.
Nintendo
It's going to be like $250 for the system.
64 4K. All right, there might be some merit to this.
I saw it on The Verge. I saw it on Analog.
I have a
Analog's
question.
4K.
And, I mean, all you guys could speak better about this than I, but it's a question. What is the most overrated and underrated game systems ever?
Overrated was PlayStation 3.
underrated was Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was cool.
I was just making a joke.
I personally always I never liked the feel of the system itself, so I would say the 3DS.
Yeah, but I don't think that had a ton of like.
I think
behind
I
it.
think I think the most poorly marketed and used system of all time was the PSP.
It's
Could have been so much better.
it's very forgettable these days.
Based on one of the papers I wrote in high school, I'm going to disagree and say it's the GameCube.
Is the most overrated?
Underrated.
No, but the GameCube got a lot of love. I'm just saying the PSP wasn't underrated. It was just poorly utilized. The PSP could have been a way better thing. They just didn't do it right.
Sega handheld.
That sucked.
I loved it. I had a Power Ranger game. It was sick.
That's why you liked it. You didn't like it for the system. You liked it for the game.
Shut up, Paul.
All right.
The answer of a guy who has no rebuttal.
Actually, you know what the worst system ever was? The Wii U.
That's pretty high up there.
That's just a
Look at
blue
all I
chip.
have. Rams. Could have fucking scored a touchdown, you piece of shit.
The Atari 2600 is actually probably worse.
I also really used to like the Intellivision a lot.
Help me out. I don't think I know what that is.
It's like an old school system, like in the Atari days.
Just like the 3 RCA jacks in the TV type deal.
No, like a coax cable.
Oh God, really?
Apparently, the most requested pizza topping in Pennsylvania is corn,
That is weird.
and in New Mexico it's carrots.
Thank God we live where we live.
Oh, it gets worse. So I'll go. New England is pretty status quo. You get Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Maine is all sausage. For some reason, Vermont is black olives.
Just love their black
Which,
olives.
whatever, it's a pizza topping. New York, Mass, and New Hampshire, you get pepperoni, and then Pennsylvania's corn, carrots in New Mexico, and Minnesota is tuna.
Oh man.
Everything about that. Hey, Kyle.
Yep.
Go look at the group text. I just sent something to it for you.
I'd say that would be funny if we could somehow pull a fast one on mock and put tuna on pizza.
Mm.
I don't know how we'd pull that off.
It was a good time.
Kids don't understand.
I think the other move too is I think we just like, what if we just force Mike Mock down to the ground and you just poop a can of tuna on him?
I think we do that when we know for a fact he's gone forever.
That's so dark.
No,
I
like
got a game
when
for
he
you
finally
guys.
abandons us, and it's like, all right, I'm done with you guys. Then we just hold him down and tuna him.
I got a quick game for you guys.
No, I don't want to play.
Is it named that? Is it named that teammate of Vince Carter's?
We can do that.
Hey, is the Shaq streak still alive?
No, but
The
the shark
what?
I see is.
The Shaq streak?
Oh no, that died a couple of years ago.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I think it's pretty cool though that we got to see the complete opposite end of the spectrum this weekend in football.
How so?
You got to see Joe Burrow throw 5 touchdowns and lose, and then you got to see Jared Goff throw 5 picks and win.
Oh yeah.
You think the
Which
NFL is
are
ever going to
awesome.
fix their officiating problem?
No, because then what's the point?
Fair.
If they make officiating even, like then you'd have teams like the Broncos in the playoffs and not the Chiefs.
We need more
Fuck
officials
the
like
Chiefs.
Ron Tolbert, in my opinion.
No, the Hockleys. Calling one of them, Ed Hockley called a penalty in Spanish when they played in Mexico.
Mass, you boot me from the show. I'm the guy who's recording the damn thing. You sob.
He's back. We're recording.
Yeah, we were recording. I talked some shit about you. So take that.
I can't take it. Kyle, what's your game?
With my game? Actually, I want to
Yeah,
play
just-
it.
Oh.
Doesn't mean
I-
the other two can't play.
Yeah, I want to play it.
It's called What Snack Am I Eating?
Mm.
You have
Pringles.
10 questions.
Oh, all right. Is it a chip?
No.
Ooh.
Does it come in any sort of can you get this item in any sort of variety pack?
I believe so, yeah.
Kyle, for reference, when I say chip, I don't mean like a tortilla chip. I mean like
No
the
shit.
Cheetos or like stuff like that are chips.
Yeah, I know, I got it.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, so Kyle said he thinks it can come in a variety pack, and it's not a chip. Do we want to waste a guess on either pretzels or like popcorn, like a smart food?
You can waste a guess on either of those if you want to.
Because I don't think Kyle would eat smart food, but I also think that Kyle is lazy, and if that's what was the first thing in the cabinet, he would eat it because it's not that bad.
That's fair. It's a good point.
All right, Kyle, is it a pretzel?
No.
Okay.
Should we ask if it's crunchy?
I feel like it is. I feel like I heard him crunching, but I could be wrong. You can ask if it's crunchy.
Kyle, is it crunchy?
Got some crunch to it.
All right. Do you guys think? Have you have you ever seen Kyle eat dry cereal? I'm trying to think if I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I've seen him do it. You're thinking like the variety packs of small boxes of cereal?
Yeah, like you just randomly grab one of those boxes and just munching on it.
Can we get 20 questions instead?
All right, fine.
All right. I mean, yeah, you're gonna. I would kind of go a little bit more general and ask if it's considered a breakfast item.
Okay, is it considered a breakfast item, Kyle?
No. That's 5.
All right.
Do you keep it in the pantry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would I find this in the chip aisle at the grocery store?
No.
What do we think about asking what about like a nut? I know Kyle's a big fan of like honey roasted peanuts.
Ooh.
Kyle, is it a nut of some kind?
No.
That was a good thought, though.
All right, so it's not a nut. It's not a pretzel.
So Kyle, I have a question for you.
It's a room temp.
Is it a snack that comes like it's not in a bag, but like in like packs, like like
It can be.
the Keebler Elf kind of thing, come in 6 to a pack? Is it one of those kind of things?
It'd be like the fudge stripe?
No. Like, the little Ritz like cheddar cracker things, and they come 6 to a pack.
Yeah.
Does it come like that?
No.
Okay, so it comes in a bag.
Is it a cracker?
Yes.
It is a cracker.
All right. Well, how many questions is that? 9.
9.
9. All right. So, what do we want to go with here? So this could be any.
We have-
it could be any litany of
questions.
Huh?
We have 20 questions.
I know. So all right. So I'm gonna waste a question here. Is it a cheese-based cracker? Like a
That's
cheese?
what I was going to ask.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go through those real quick. We got cheese nips, cheese its, goldfish.
Yep.
And then we got like the cheese like cracker things.
Do we waste a question in asking is it cheese-filled cracker?
We could. I thought you were. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna ask. Should we waste the question and ask if this is better cheddars?
There's no shot. It's better cheddars.
Yeah, I'm fine with asking that question.
Hold on. Kyle.
Mm.
Does this snack come in other flavors aside from cheese flavored?
Yes.
You said yes.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so it's not Cheez-Its.
Wait, you ever had the
It's
peanut
not
butter cheese?
It's not cheese nips. It can be goldfish because those come in different flavors.
Well, can I ask a question though?
Yeah.
Just because it's Kyle, it still could be Cheez-Its though, I think. Because like I understand that the Cheez-It component is the cheese, but like buffalo wing Cheez-Its are not cheese flavored, they're buffalo wing flavored. It's just a cheese snack.
That's a fair point.
Kyle's just like he's an outside the box thinker sometimes. So it could be goldfish.
Do you guys just want to run down the list of cheese flavored snacks? Cheese flavored crackers.
Well, and burn our questions on these.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things I know it's not. So
Okay,
we know it's
I'm
not.
gonna start.
We know it's not. We know it's not like Doritos because that's a chip, or Cheetos, or Pringles.
Kyle.
Mm.
Is it Cheez-Its?
No.
That's 14.
What do we think it could be like cheddar Chex Mix?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's in the chip aisle or not at the grocery store. I don't really know what aisle that's in.
I would say yes. I've got it there.
In the chip aisle?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So, do we want to guess goldfish then?
Yeah.
Kyle, is it goldfish?
No.
Fuck.
Okay.
Kyle,
And
if
he
you,
said,
Is it cheese nips?
That's a question.
No, that was to our team, not to you.
I don't. Do cheese nips come in a variety pack kind of thing?
I don't think so.
How many questions have we asked? 15?
No.
Yes.
See, I want to ask this specific question, but I feel like this is a chip, so I can't. I was thinking like cheddar fries, but I feel like that's a chip.
what about Ritz Bits?
Kyle, not a question. Would you consider cheese fries a chip?
I don't know.
Consider cheese fries a chip? It's not a question.
It's a question.
It's not a question.
Does that mean it's cheese fries?
Is that a question?
No.
Go ahead, Paul. I don't care.
Is this item commonly found at a gas station?
It can be.
No, that's not what I asked.
I gave you my answer.
Yeah, but you can't answer a question I didn't ask.
It's a yes or no question.
Yeah. Is
Yes.
this item commonly found at a gas station?
Yes.
Okay, so cheddar fries are still on the table. Cheese nips are now off the table, though.
What are the chances it's one of those things that's like a cracker that you dip in the cheese in a separate little pouch?
I don't think you see those at gas stations, do you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not.
But maybe. I wouldn't put it past Kyle.
Kyle, if these are croutons, so help me God.
Parmesan cheese croutons.
Oh, that hurts so bad to cough.
That was your question, Kendall?
No, I wasn't a question. I was just being cuffed.
Was that your question?
No.
I have this like strange feeling that he's gonna try to like somehow convince us that Munchies isn't a chip.
You guys are overthinking it.
Are we though?
Very.
We said it's not a cheese filled sandwich, right?
I don't think we ever
I
verified
thought
that.
I thought Kendall asked that.
I don't think he ever did.
I thought I did.
You just don't remember the answer.
You guys talked
Yeah.
about it, but never asked.
Yeah.
Oh. What was it?
Go ahead and ask it.
All right. Is it a cheese filled sandwich cracker thing?
Yes.
Is it Ritz Bits?
Yes.
Nice.
Told you guys were overthinking it.
Well, especially because Massey basically gave that as an example earlier.
I know. When you said it, I
Yeah.
was like,
What's something that's like Ritz Bits but not?
All right. You guys ready as a group for 20 questions?
Shoot.
is it
All
Rice
right.
Krispie Treats?
I'm thinking of a player.
Oh boy. NFL.
Oh, sorry. I will specify so you don't have to waste question. I am thinking of an NFL player.
Active.
Yes.
Play for any of our teams.
No.
Was he a Pro Bowler?
Yes.
Hall of Famer.
Well, you can't be active if you're in the Hall of Fame.
Well, is he going to be a Hall of Famer?
No.
Did he play in the NFC North?
Yes.
Offense.
Guys.
More than one team
In the NFC North?
in general.
Oh, yes.
More than two.
Yes.
More than three.
Yes. It's 8 questions.
Yeah.
Did he play for multiple teams in NFC North?
No.
More than four.
No. That's 10 questions.
So 4 teams. Offense.
Yes.
skill position?
Yes.
We're running out of questions fast.
You're on 12.
Wide receiver.
Yes.
Wide receiver that has played for 4 teams, at least one of them in the NFC North. That's currently active, has been in the Pro Bowl.
Is it
Ford?
What?
Does he currently play in the NFC North?
No.
all right? So it's not Trent Sherfield then.
Kyle, did you ask if he played in the NFC North or the AFC North?
Yes,
NFC.
Oh.
No.
No, he didn't play in the NFC North.
Well,
Played
we
in
know
the
he's an
AFC
AFC
North?
North player, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I retract my question and ask you then, or so the question Kyle asked you based on what you gave, has he played for more than one team in the AFC North?
None of the other answers change.
So he's not currently in the AFC North, and he hasn't played for more than one team in the AFC North. Is that correct?
None of the other answers change.
That is the answers you gave, so I'm going based off that. If you led us astray, it's your fault.
Penis.
Is it Amari Cooper?
It is Amari Cooper. Good job, Kyle.
Wow. Way to text Paul and find out.
I didn't. I was doing the math.
He actually just looked at my phone because we're together.
I believe that more than Kyle doing the math.
No, because I did. What player played in the AFC North? Who played for more than 4 teams? Amari Cooper played for the Bills, Raiders, Browns, and he was a Cowboy.
I still don't believe you.
Fuck you, dick.
Kyle,
Good
what
job,
college
Kyle.
did he go to?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Kyle, what pick was he?
9?
7. I
Was
was
he
going to say
7?
9. It was 7 or 9.
Kendall, can I take a guess?
Well, I'm not positive he was a first rounder.
He was a first rounder.
He was absolutely a first rounder. I feel like it's higher than 9, actually. I feel like he might have been top 5.
All right, we're gonna go against the notion. 16.
Nope, he was a 4th pick.
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 16.
No, I did, which is a multiple of 4.
You know what? That math checks out. Kyle?
What happened?
I don't know.
Just us being us.
Who else but Quagmire?
It's Quagmire.
The Detroit Tigers.
I love the Detroit Tigers.
It's a bad organization.
AC
Oh.
Emmanuel Classe is.
Here we go. I got a real bizarre one for you now.
I don't like this.
You guys
What
ready?
was that?
What, him sticking his finger inside that guy's hole?
No. Watch this next part.
Please tell me he doesn't throw a pick.
Worse.
He fumbles it into the end zone, which is 70 yards away.
I don't lose points from that. I'm okay.
You lose points for it. Oh my God, how do you do that?
That's my point.
Well, you got to throw it to Cooper Cup now. All right, I got a fun one for you.
That's the worst handoff I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, it was a really high snap.
I don't care.
He never
Well,
had control of it.
He shouldn't have tried to hand it off then.
All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
No.
Kendall, you ready for this? This is your specialty now.
All right.
All right, I'm thinking of a dinner.
Okay.
Is it kid cuisine?
No.
Is it Italian oriented?
No.
Is it classic Americana oriented?
Yes.
Can this be found in a frozen food variety?
Yes.
So far, my kid cuisine checks out.
Is it beef based?
Yes.
Is it Salisbury steak?
No.
Is it meatloaf?
No.
Well, those are only 2 beef meals.
That's right. Everything else is just made with lamb.
All right.
Like, why do the Rams even have Cooper Cup anymore? I don't even understand. Like, it's just throw it to Puka all the time.
Why do we even have a team anymore?
But I mean, like, they just throw everything to Puka.
That has been terrible.
So then change it up.
All right, you want the answer to that question?
Like, I don't know. In my
Do you want
world,
the
I
answer
feel
to
like
the question?
no. In my world, I just feel like you throw the ball to Cooper Cup and you have Puka block. Like Puka's just like a bigger guy. Like it's not even about the points. It's just like the Cooper Cup is more likely to sneak through, and Puka's probably a better blocker.
Do you want the real answer?
Sure.
Stafford can't hit the broadside of the barn, and Jalen Ramsey is covering Cooper Cup tonight. And before you say Jalen Ramsey's washed up, Matthew Stafford can't hit the broadside of a barn.
I always like that saying.
And he missed the. Mm. Good night, guys.
I'm going to go ahead and say he missed this kick.
No, I think Massey was saying that Cooper Cup missed his flight.
I mean, at least it was 57.
Is this meal considered gross?
No.
Does it have a gross dessert?
What?
It's not it can be a frozen meal, but it's not exclusively known as a frozen meal.
What are you defining by a frozen meal? Like a Hungry Man thing? Or like can you find it like in the frozen food section already prepared?
Well, that's what I was saying. I think Kyle's stuck on the kid cuisine type deal.
Yeah, all right, Kyle, here, I'm just kidding. It's not like a TV dinner thing.
White Castle sliders.
No.
Made
Those
sense.
those also aren't beef based.
What are they?
Orphans.
Orphans on buns.
Yeah, they're made from a Malort meat substitute.
Oh my god. I say if that was a shirt that said Malort meat substitute, I would wear it every day.
Is Kyle the only one who hasn't had Malort?
As far as I know. Because we had it at Massey's house.
Yeah, we should do another Malort shot soon.
Yeah, I mean we're getting down to the holiday season. This is Malort time.
Come, I think you can do a triple shot of Malort.
Oh, I can do anything. Would I need some time to like recover? Yes, but I can do it.
Could you do a triple shot of orange chicken sauce?
Yes. Would I need some time to recover? Yes.
What about an orange chicken martini?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think you guys need to start focusing more on asking about like potential like ingredients in the dish, things like that. Like just to like try to narrow it down. I think you guys are just
All right.
you're too broad.
All right. You're right. You're right. Is this something that would be like multiple ingredients, like a casserole?
So are you asking if there's multiple ingredients or if it's a casserole?
I guess it's a casserole.
It's not a casserole.
Okay.
That was a dumb question.
I mean, I disagree. I mean, if it was, then I mean, basically, I'm running the money for shepherd's pie.
Is shepherd pie a casserole?
Yeah, technically.
I mean, basically, if you said yes, that would be my next question.
The only thing I think keeping it from being a hardcore casserole is just that, like there's not like a quote unquote like a soup base component to it. Like most casseroles have some sort of like a cream soup, creamed soup like mixture involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like if you make shepherd's pie the way like I make shepherd's pie, for example, like I make kind of like a tomato paste like beef stock like sauce that like simmers down, so it's like the meat is like it's not like it's more of like a chili consistency than it is just ground beef.
Pseudo casserole.
Yeah.
All right. So is steak the primary part of this meal?
I mean, yes, but not the way that you're thinking about it.
Okay. Um, would in the broadest term, would this be considered a roast?
Again, yes, but not the way that you're thinking about it.
Hmm. So it's not roast of souls. Uh,
And I
Is
would
it a
like
beef
that.
Wellington?
It is not a beef Wellington. I tell you what, roast of soul sounds good though. A little salty, but
mm.
I don't think you know me.
Kyle, I think
Oh,
you'd be a salty food.
we know.
I have no salt on me.
Kyle, you are the saltiest person I know.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Kyle, I'm just saying.
Good Miranda Cosgrove reference.
It was actually that gay kid.
Yeah, I know, but Miranda Cosgrove was in the movie.
You're tacky and I hate you. That movie was really good.
It was a good movie.
Is there pasta in this dish?
No.
Damn. Stroganoff for the loss.
I do like some beef stroganoff. You should make that for me, Paul.
All right.
Is potato traditionally paired with this?
Paired with it? No.
Okay.
Fuck.
I would say it's more incorporated into it. But like you don't have like I mean, you can have potatoes as like a side component to this. Oh man. I don't know where Massey is, but he is definitely very unhappy right now.
The Rams have to throw the football.
Would you care to tell them why I'm not happy?
Because Devontae Smith just caught the ball and brought it down to the one.
I wasn't Devonta Smith.
He got traded last night.
Also, wish he did that last night. But no, the Eagles play fucking terrible football.
They decided they were going to make that the Jalen Hurts show and make sure nobody else was involved except for AJ Brown.
Fucking hate the fucking Eagles.
All right, Kendall, do you give up?
Well, I'm kind of the only guy doing this. I got to be pretty much at the end of questions too.
Well, I didn't give you a limit.
Oh. All right. I'll ask like two more, and if I don't get it, I give up.
I'm still stuck on the steak thing.
So, okay, so when he said like a roast and the steak question, like it's not like you can use steak for this dish, or you can use a roast for this dish. Which I mean, a roast is really just a
Is
thick
it beef
steak.
stew?
It is beef stew. Good job, Kyle.
How does it make you feel, Kyle? You did all the work, and I got the credit.
Yep. Sounds like what you're all about.
That's false.
It was just one of
I
those things
usually
like you use steak or roast in making it, and like not any like you wouldn't use like filet mignon, but like you use you can use a cut of like a cheap steak or a cheap like eye of round roast, but like you don't eat it like a roast or a steak. So I didn't want to say yes and have you guys be thinking of like country fried steak and shit like that.
Oh, Tyreek Hill out for the year.
Doesn't matter.
So, yeah,
Good times.
good times, good times. Big reviews.
I'll
Water
go.
good. Fritz bits were pretty solid. And Kindle could suck it.
All right, trifecta.
All right.
Massey, how was the Metamucil?
I'm gonna
It was
die.
good.
It was the perfect amount of time paused.
It's like I was like actually like right when he started talking was when like the thought in my head was like, should I just move on?
Comedy legend.
Yeah. All right. I had the Victory Mary Monkey, the holiday Belgian style ale brewed with orange, cranberry, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and it was god awful. It was so bad. It had like that combination of flavors just made me feel like I was drinking like it, like it didn't taste skunked, but it had like that like aroma in my mouth
So it's so
of a
funny.
skunked beer. I didn't really like. I got the holiday flavor, I guess, but like none of the individual components. I don't know. I didn't really. Nothing about it was pleasurable. It comes in a 12-ounce glass bottle, 6-pack bottles. I mean, I would not get this again. I wouldn't if it was offered to me at a party and it was the only option. I would say no. I just did not. I didn't care. I mean, I don't really care for a lot of the holiday ales
Well, that's what's so funny.
personally.
I was going to ask you. I thought you were like me and hated the holiday ales. That's why I thought it was so intriguing that you had it tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a seasonal beer, and being completely transparent, we're pushing Victory beer at my job this month. So figured I grabbed a few samples. So I figured I'd try one, and it just no bueno. Just did not care for it. I'm gonna give it a 0.5 out of 5, and I would never drink it again.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Just trying to be honest. Just trying to be Honus Wagner. And Kendall, how was your Berksey tea?
So I had the Berksey Peach Tea Cocktail, 7% ABV. It says vodka with tea, real fruit, juices, and natural flavors. Quick description, back of the can, 5 times distilled vodka, real peach juice, tea in gentle bubbles. It says us Brits love tea, blah, blah, blah. So last week I had the lemon tea, and tonight having the peach tea. I didn't find them vastly different. I will say this. If you are a great lover of the Twisted Teas of the world and the Mike's Hard, this is certainly not for you. At the same time, it's not supposed to be those things. I found in like the description, it was very subtle. It wasn't that bad. I didn't really know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting some similarities to that. Not very carbonated, which is fine. Would not get again, but still, for what it is, 3 out of 5. I don't know the price point on it, but it's different. Enjoyed trying it, but yeah, is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Pretty swing and a miss from the beverages.
Yeah, down night.
So we're gonna have to drink more next week.
Yeah.
Oh. Kendall, where can they find us?
Well, they could find us at Facebook, Getting Sports with Drunk, Twitter and Instagram, GSWD_4.
Make sure you use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's having your friend do all the work and taking all the credit,
Souls.
or just waiting for your friend to feel better, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Mass.
Like, follow, subscribe, share, do all those things. We're on the internet. In fact, we use a program called Podbean, which does this really cool thing. Once we upload it, it distributes it everywhere. iTunes, Google Play, iHeart, Spotify, blah, 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 blah. All those places, we cover the bases.
We're on the interweb.
forever and always. So take that.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Getting Spots with Junk. And yeah, we'll be back next week. We'll talk about some cool stuff. We'll do some fun things. We'll do this. We'll do that. A little bit more of that and a little less of this. But until then, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
Mark.
I'm Master Chris Massey.
Marlboro Mass.
And the Red of Red Baron.
Yeah.